Today's practice at all, Coach, that we should know about?
No, it was good. It was good, and that's the one thing I can count on with this group. Thank God, this group comes to work. It will come work. It was a very good practice on all three faces. Guys were getting after it. Um, we have the right mindset. Now it's about finishing on Saturday.
Do you have a name for this Ryan Burns package, the Burns unit, or whatever you want to call it?
No, we don't have a name for it just yet.
And where did the idea for that come from? Did you just wake up screaming in the middle of the night, or?
No, no, no. I mean, the credit really goes to Coach Blumgren. Multiple years ago, we started tossing the power. We always hand it off, and then kind of fake a bootleg away from it, and we started tossing it, having the quarterback seal off the backside, and it's not the most glorious thing to do. But Ryan was excited to do it, and if we could take a couple of hits off Keller by doing that, that's great. And we may have a couple of things for Ryan to do, game plan to game plan.
What was the recruiting process for Bryce Love, and what did you see in him as a high school player?
Well, to say it bluntly, there are a lot of undersized, quick running backs in high school football, all over the nation. All over the nation, guys running for 1,500, 1,700, 2,000 yards. So, you have to like the film first. And we did, but we didn't really know how he was built and what kind of a runner he was, which I think you can only see live. So we have a lot of guys to come out. We want them to come out to camp so we can see him live. We sent Coach Lance Taylor to go visit him, and he called me after watching about a quarter and a half and said, "Coach, he's not tall, but he's not small. He said, this guy runs like a big back. He runs with power, and he's explosive. He's not just quick. This guy can run. He's fast, and he's physical." And then he said, when you see him after the game, and he takes off his shoulder pads, he said, "Coach, he's also built upper body-wise. He's not a small guy." So that's the verification that you need. That's why we go on the road recruiting, so we can see guys live. Because sometimes, DVDs or film on the internet, it can kind of lie to you. But when Lance called me from there, he said, "Coach, this is the guy. We know this is the guy."
Now he's listed at what, 5'10" or 5'11" or something like that. If he's 5'10" or 5'11", I'm 6'8".
It's around there somewhere.
Around there, yeah, close. Yeah.
In cleats.
Yeah.
And was wondering, you've talked this morning about having the athletes out wide with receivers and tight ends that you really like and think can be really impactful for this offense, and it's just about getting them opportunities and getting them the ball. What needs to happen for that to be the case, I guess, and without
Biggest
going into
thing
specifics?
we have to do what we do in practice. Which is, the sad part of it is not too sad, but you guys don't get to see his practice. What we did last night and what we did today, guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Keller's throwing the ball really well. Guys are making plays. It's about carrying that over into the game. And we talked about momentum. We need to create momentum and feel good about what we're doing and go out there and have guys making plays. And we got a lot of guys that can make plays, which we've seen at spots during games. We got to see it with some consistency.
On the offensive line, you kind of made it seem like you guys aren't that far away, really, with the talk that we had earlier. Can you talk about maybe any progress you guys have made cleaning some stuff up that you wanted to get done?
It's just growth. We've got a freshman who's, every single day is a new day, and he learns something and grows a little bit. But he had a great practice today. I think the guys they're already settled into their positions. They're a little, as well as we played in spots, especially the running game this past weekend, they're a little upset, that they haven't played the way that they're capable of. Although once again, running game, we're doing some good things. Pass protection, we're getting better than the week before. But this group is driven to be really good. So, but the good thing is we're going into game 4. We got a lot of football to be played and a lot of time to improve.
When you reconfigure an offensive line like that, how to 3 games into the season, how long does it take for them to gel? How long does it take for them to get to, like a pretty close to 100%?
Well, the good thing is all those guys have repped where they are. They've all had practice time where they are. All of our tackles have spent time on both sides. All of our guards have spent time on both sides. The one thing we want to do for consistency's sake for Dave Bright is we left him on the left side to go from left tackle to left guard, which makes it a little bit smoother transition for him. But Nate had repped left guard and right guard over the last 2 years, so that was no big deal for him switching. And like I said, all of our tackles have worked both sides. AT's worked both sides. So plugging him back in at right, whether it's right or left, he was fine either way.
So, in other words, you don't think it's going to take very long for this unit to really get cracking?
Hopefully it happens sooner than later. But I don't think we're that far away.
How close is Foster to competing for more playing time?
He's getting closer. I think he had limited opportunities because the drive that he got was really short. But he did some good things, and he's going to continue to grow. And the more he grows, the more we'll give him.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Great.